Like, yo, why did I can't even speak? I just saw I just saw the post that Trump made about how he's pissed that Walmart is raising their prices and blamed the tariffs. And like we're gonna get to watch this whole debate with Walmart and Trump play out now too. He's like, your customers are watching this and that. But yet they rolled back DE&I because Trump said so. So it's like now he's turning on his buddies, the rich, too. So he's about to make so many enemies. I'm telling you, Republicans are finished after this. Okay, you mark my word. And this is what you call imploding.
You can see the effects of these tariffs. I'm at Home Depot right now, and I come here, 2 to 3 times a month, like most folks, and just stunned. You're seeing higher prices, fewer shoppers, and I was afraid that was going to happen. I was talking to some of the construction guys here who said that they can only get bids on most of their projects for just 24 hours because they can't hold a bid for longer than that. So it's the uncertainty that's just hitting everyone right now, and it's a Trump tax. It's a tax on going to Home Depot, going to Walmart, and Walmart said it yesterday. They're going to be raising prices, and Trump's losing his mind, trying to blame it on anyone but his loony ass tariffs. That's what's going to happen. It's too bad. It's just too bad. But I mean, it's a Saturday at Home Depot and the place is almost empty. I've got it almost to myself, which is not the case if anyone goes to Home Depot on the weekends. This is usually just a zoo, and that's not what I'm seeing today. And it's because people are starting to feel the prices. They're feeling the pain. It doesn't have to be this way, and Congress can actually do something about this. Yeah, I mean, look at this. No one is at Home Depot. So Congress can assert itself and say, stop the tariffs. And the House should do that. We shouldn't be voting on reconciliation. We should be putting more money in your pockets so you can do the home improvement needs that you have. That's just basic. And that's what Democrats are fighting for, is that you work your ass off. And if you're going to bet on yourself, you should have a government that'll bet on you. And right now, Trump's me presidency is just hurting all of us. So just wanted to check in with you. I'm here picking up a few items. I was doing some backyard work, but it's a ghost town at Home Depot on a Saturday. And I gotta be honest, I've never seen it this empty on a Saturday. So someone says they just finished up grocery shopping and it feels like it's twice as much as it was during COVID. Yeah, that's what we're feeling. That's the Trump tax. So I'm in it. I'm gonna keep calling it out, keep looking for Republican friends, and try and get some people to have some courage to reverse this, because you work your ass off and your money's yours. You shouldn't be paying more because some orange idiot in the White House doesn't know how to do math. So, okay, I'm out, back to work. See y'all soon.
It's Joe from Georgia. So Donald Trump came out today about Walmart saying that they were going to have to increase their prices because of the new tariffs from China and other countries. Well, Donald Trump got wind of it, and he has told Walmart that they should eat the tariffs, that they make enough money and they should be able to eat the tariffs. Well, the Walmart executives had told him that, that's just not the way they do business. You have to make a profit on products to be able to stay in business, employ hundreds of thousands of people. But here's the kicker. This is what President Trump has told Walmart. If you do not eat the tariffs, if you increase them, he is going to tell Maga and his followers to not shop at Walmart. Now, this is the President of the United States getting involved in retail sales in the largest retailer in America. Donald Trump says MAGA will not shop at Walmart. Trying to figure out where they're going to shop then.
Donald Trump is now blaming Walmart for rising prices in response to the tariffs, right? And he's saying that they should just eat the cost of the tariffs and not raise prices on customers. And so this tweet from Trump, it seems to reveal what many have suspected, that Trump doesn't really understand how tariffs are supposed to work. Because if prices don't rise in response to the tariffs, then they don't actually deliver any protection. The tariffs, they only work because the prices go up. The tariffs are supposed to make Chinese goods more expensive than American goods. That's the whole point. If Walmart just eats the prices on the tariffs, then there's no incentive for consumers to choose the American-made version of products. And that's even if they exist because they're at a baseline more expensive. Trump's policy is working exactly how it's intended to, and apparently he doesn't like it. You also had Trump claiming that the countries pay the tariffs, not consumers, which obviously, judging by Walmart raising their prices, isn't true. And then on a more zoomed out level, Trump also said that the tariffs are there to replace the income tax and make us all rich, but that they're also there to increase manufacturing. But you have experts saying it really can't be both, at least at the same time. If you import less goods because you're producing more domestically, the less tax revenue you're getting and the less rich you're becoming. Right? And all of this is why we're seeing so many experts saying that this is kind of basic Econ 101 shit. Follow to stay in the...
Congratulations, Maga. You wanted tariffs and you got them. Walmart is going to be raising prices. Not maybe raising prices. They will be raising prices. So now, not only are you going to pay your federal taxes, because we're all still paying that, and you're getting an increase. Side note, Walmart will be raising taxes. The largest grocery retailer will be raising taxes, be raising their prices. Do you know what that means? If the largest one is doing it, and they have the biggest buying power and the biggest pockets, it means every other grocery store will be raising prices. You thought that China will pay the tax because that's what you were told, and you listened to every single thing that you're told, and it doesn't matter if the guy's been wrong 55 times. Walmart is raising prices, and once prices go up, they will never come down. Ladies and gentlemen, we call that MAGA math.
Well, it seems like Trump has the exact same sentiment as I did a couple of months ago when he announced the tariffs. Donald Trump posted this on Truth Social today, saying Walmart should stop trying to blame tariffs as the reason for raising prices throughout the chain. Walmart made billions of dollars last year, and Walmart and China should eat the tariffs and not charge their valued customers anything. And I love how he ended this. I'll be watching, and so will your customers. And like I said this a couple of months ago when I was making all of my videos about tariffs. I said that what the company should do is eat the tariffs and show the customers that they want to be the winners of the battle. And all of you guys said I was crazy, but just watch. Give it a few days, and I promise you, companies are going to start rolling out saying that they are going to eat the tariffs. Because I said it once, and I'm going to say it again. Tariffs and inflation are not the reason why these companies are overcharging you. What was going on in China that was revealed during the tariff situation, that is why these companies are overcharging you. Because they knew they could get away with it. But Donald Trump said, not under me, you're not. So don't worry, those announcements are going to start rolling in. These companies are going to start saying they're eating the tariffs, and I will let you know which companies are and which ones aren't so that you can know where to shop. And I'm not even going to lie, maybe it's the Virgo in me, but it feels so freaking good to be right.
Well, this one is sure to anger the Trump administration. Walmart has announced that they are going to be raising prices on a whole bunch of goods, and it's because of Trump's tariff war with China. So a lot of people shop at Walmart because of their affordable prices. So if their affordable prices are no longer affordable, it's going to hurt people, poor and working class families the most, and middle class families, all because Donald Trump thinks that tariffs somehow are going to make us great again. And what is great about putting a strain on families who are barely able to get by? That's what these tariffs do. Tariffs are a tax on consumers. And there was no Trump deal with China. That deal still puts tariffs 20% higher than they were before. It was a 10% across the board. It's a 30%, which means that goods could cost 20% more. Now, for Donald Trump, who sits on a golden toilet and everything in his apartment is filled with gold, maybe that doesn't matter. But that matters to working people. And people voted for him to lower prices. And all he has done is the complete opposite. Now, the good news here is that people are waking up to the fact that they know that it was a total sham. He was never going to lower prices. He's never done a single thing to lower prices. And all he wants to do is put tariffs in place because for some reason he seems to think by doing that, you're going to bring all of these jobs back to the United States. But even if that were to happen, it's going to keep prices sky high because it costs more to make things here. This administration will do nothing to lower prices. They lied to millions of Americans. And I think people are finally waking up to the fact that that is the reality, that this guy is completely full of it.
Imagine voting tough on China just to end up paying more for socks, cereal, and soap at Walmart. Now, Walmart says that prices are about to rise indefinitely. And you know why? Tariffs, beloved. Now, you might have heard that word tossed around like it's no big deal. But every time the government plays tough and they want to slap tariffs on stuff, it's not the billionaires who feel that. It's you paying $9.98 for eggs and $25 for detergent. See, these politicians want to look like they're protecting American jobs, but they're not protecting your wallet. They're playing games with global economics while you're just trying to figure out how to have enough gas in your car to get back and forth to work for the week. Tariffs sound patriotic, but they're really just a hidden tax on you. And the same folks pushing these tariffs, they're the ones giving tax cuts to billionaires, and they don't even shop at Walmart. This is exactly what bad leadership looks like. It's not just dysfunction in DC. It's inflation in aisle 9. It's your paycheck getting smaller while the receipts get longer. And the worst part, they'll blame you for not budgeting better. If you're tired of paying the price for bad decisions, speak on it. Share this. Comment on what item you've stopped buying because it's just too daggone high. Let's call it out together.
You can't make this up. So he's mad because Walmart said, we're not eating these tariffs. So he's going to tell Maga not to shop Walmart. First of all, you go to any small town, the only place there is to shop is Walmart. See, I come from a small town in Pennsylvania. I remember when the Walmart came in and knocked out all the small local businesses. The neighborhood pharmacy, the neighborhood store, the neighborhood gas station. I remember that. That wasn't that long ago. That was only 30 years ago. 35. Walmart survives in rural areas. A lot of places, that's the only place you can go get groceries. Trying to co-opt the boycott of Target is not going to work the same, honey. Target is actually expensive to shop groceries out of. If you don't know, you're about to find out. As a former Target grocery shopper, let me holla at you. The popcorn will be popping this summer as we watch the leopards eat their own young. I'm here for the comedy. Y'all have the day y'all deserve. Okay.
Donald Trump just threatened Walmart and told them that they need to pay for the tariffs that he placed on China. And he said if they don't, then he and the customers will be watching them. Here is what he posted on Truth Social. Let's give this a read. Quote, Walmart should stop trying to blame tariffs as the reason for raising prices throughout the chain. Walmart made billions of dollars last year, far more than expected. Between Walmart and China, they should, as is said, eat the tariffs and not charge valued customers anything. I'll be watching. And so will your customers. First of all, didn't Donald Trump say that other countries paid for the tariffs? Well, it turns out that was a lie, and Donald Trump knew it was a lie, or else he wouldn't be asking Walmart, an American company, to absorb the costs. Secondly, this is the President of the United States, aka the federal government, instructing and intervening in a private business and utilizing price control on them, which sure sounds a lot like socialism. It is the opposite of the free market capitalism that Republicans and conservatives love to claim that they are standing up for. And now he's threatening an American company all because they announced that his tariffs would force them to raise prices. This is crazy. Just stop it with the tariffs, Donald. Nobody likes them.
There's a special kind of pain to wake up and find out you agreed with the orange one. Felt gross. Really. He's right. Yeah, I said it. Because Walmart, you should eat it up. You should eat the tariffs. Absolutely. You and Amazon both. You should eat your fill. Whether you like it or not, Amazon and Walmart have been the most destructive elements of our economy in decades. They pay poverty wages and find every loophole imaginable to undercut small businesses in the towns where they operate. Like, we all know the horror stories are true. So you can be mad at the tariffs, which I am. At the same time, you can tell Walmart and Amazon to go themselves. Eat the tariffs. Gobble them up. Every little bite, every little morsel. There's entire communities that are forced to eat your great value garbage. You want them to chew it up and smile. You can do the same thing. Oh, we've got to raise our prices. No, you don't. We've got to look for our shareholders. There's companies that do both. That look after their shareholders and take care of their customers. Costco. Anyway, I need to wash again.
So the CEO of Walmart is saying that they're going to have to raise prices now. They also say that 75 to 80% of all the goods that they sell at Walmart are made here in America, which is interesting because they don't have tariffs if it's made here in America. So what's really happening, especially whenever you consider that they made $100 billion in profit last year? Watch.
So the Walmart CEO, which is indicative of what we're paying for groceries and goods in America, said this about what he's worried about. Listen.
We will do our best to keep our prices as low as possible. But given the magnitude of the tariffs, even at the reduced levels announced this week, we aren't able to absorb all the pressure given the reality of narrow retail margins.
So what do you think about this? I thought they brag about how much they make in America. Why do they have to worry about raising prices?
This is absolutely unacceptable and infuriating. Walmart walks around bragging that 75% of the products that they sell are made here in the United States. Why are you raising prices? If it's because they are reshoring their manufacturing, I understand, but that's not what he said. He said it's because of the tariffs. And I just have to say, Brian, do you know what Walmart's yearly profits were last year?
What?
$169 billion. Don't raise prices. Support the president. Support the agenda. Support the American working class.
Do you see politics? Do you see politics in this?
No, I see just rampant greed.
Yeah.
This makes no sense to me. 75% of what you make is made here. Why are you raising prices?
Right, and the White House weighed in on this too, not happy with that statement. So people are going to have to reason and rationalize some of their statements because you see politics in it.
That's wild, guys, especially, like I said, when 75% of all the things that they sell are made here in America, supposedly. Why are they raising prices? I mean, comment below. This kind of seems political. What do you think about this? You know, I know that they already have like rollback prices and all the things, but do you support prices being raised? Like, how can they tout all of these profits year over year and still say that it is okay to raise prices on the people? You know, it's, narrow margins, my ass. I just think it's wild. But yeah, these are just my opinions. Comment below, let me know anything about this, and I will see you on the next video.
So let me get this straight. Walmart says they can't handle the tariffs, but just reported $7.3 billion in profit last quarter. I'm sorry, what exactly are we supposed to be crying for? Because from where I'm sitting, you're not broke, you're just bluffing. Now, here's the part they don't want you to look at. Walmart has claimed for years that 2/3 of its inventory is made in America. But now that tariffs hit Chinese imports, you're suddenly raising prices and blaming it on policy. So which one is it? Were you lying then or are you lying now? And let's talk about where that money's really going. You ripped your registers out, you fired your cashiers, and you shoved everyone through this self-checkout like cattle. And guess what? Retail theft shot up so high that Walmart is now losing $3 $3 billion a year just from people stealing at the self-checkout. Maybe that's the loss you're trying to cover, not the tariffs. And don't even get me started on the store experience, okay? You can go on Twitter right now and see WWE SmackDowns every time someone steps into a Walmart. And now you want us to pay more for shopping in this chaos? Let me say it loud for the people in the back. There is nothing in Walmart that I can't find on Amazon, Dollar General, or my local grocery store. So if you're gonna charge more, you better deliver more, because these excuses aren't cutting it. Follow if you're tired of the games, and drop a comment. Where do you think Walmart's profits are really going?
Hey everyone, I have some late breaking news, and this is actually kind of funny news. Donald Trump is lashing out at Walmart for raising its prices. Walmart is raising the prices because of Donald Trump's tariffs. Today, Trump tells Walmart, quote, "Eat the tariffs," and essentially threatening Walmart by saying he or Maga will no longer shop there. And this threat came today regarding if Walmart does not change its policies and lower its prices. And this threat came today if Walmart doesn't change its policies regarding the price increase. So folks, as you're all well aware, Walmart earlier this week said that they had no choice but to increase their prices because of Donald Trump's 30% tariff on China. And the tariffs are still there, even though it's lowered to 30%. And the cost of goods are still going to go up, and the consumer has no choice but to pay it. So once again, Donald Trump's threat to Walmart is that he will not shop there and Maga.
You guys, Donald Trump just admitted that his tariffs are causing Walmart to raise their prices exponentially for American families, and he demanded that Walmart eats the tariffs, and he threatened them. This is unbelievable. Take a look at what Trump posted today. He says Walmart should stop trying to blame tariffs as the reason for raising prices throughout the chain. Walmart made billions of dollars last year, far more than expected. Between Walmart and China, they should, as is said, eat the tariffs and not charge valued customers anything. I'll be watching, and so will your customers. But do not let Donald Trump insult your intelligence by gaslighting you into thinking that he's not responsible for Walmart raising their prices. He's exactly the reason. His inflationary trade war is exactly the reason why corporations like Walmart are going to raise their prices. And no matter what Trump does at this point, prices are going to remain high because these companies are already expecting the consumer to adapt and to basically expect that prices are going to be up moving forward. And what has Donald Trump really gained from this trade war anyway? Nothing's gotten cheaper. When does the winning start? That's what I want to know.
Walmart, the world's largest retailer, not just the largest retailer in the US, the world's largest retailer, officially announced through their CEO that the Trump tariff price hikes are coming to a store near you. And they will be coming within the next week or two. Meaning, as of right now, if you haven't gotten your shopping done for the week, or if you know there's big ticket items that you need to purchase from Walmart, may be the time to buy, because in a week or at the most 2 weeks from now, the prices of damn near everything are going to go up, and it is because of Donald Trump. Here is what Walmart CEO Doug McMillon had to say. And he said this on an earnings call with the company. "We will do our best to keep our prices as low as possible, but given the magnitude of the tariffs, even at the reduced levels announced this week, we aren't able to absorb all the pressure given the reality of narrow retail margins. The higher tariffs will result in higher prices." So, very simple. That again was the CEO of Walmart telling us that, hey, even at the reduced amount, the 30% that Trump dropped it to, we're passing it on to consumers. We can't absorb that. For the record, they totally could absorb that, right? Companies don't have to pass the tariffs on to us, but companies do because they don't want to lose profits. And anybody who tells you that, no, the companies are going to absorb the cost, they're intentionally lying to you, because no company in the world is going to willingly do that, reduce their own profits just to save you a buck. No, these are not good-hearted people, especially at Walmart. So prices are going up. And here's the worst part. Prices on a lot of goods across the country, not just at Walmart, have already gone up, and they're going to go up even more. Specifically toys, items for babies and infants, strollers, car seats, things like that you pretty much have to have. If you have an infant, you have to have a car seat. Those have gone up. Shoes, everyday products, household goods, shampoos, conditioners, body washes, all of that has already gone up to a degree. And all of that is about to go up even more because of these tariffs. As Walmart goes, so goes the rest of the nation, by the way. This isn't a story about Walmart. It's not like Walmart's raising their prices and Target's going to keep things at the current levels. No, if Walmart is doing this, everybody else will be doing this too. From your local retailers, small mom and pop shops, to big box stores, Best Buy, Target, the clothing stores at the mall, if you still happen to have a mall. Everything is going up. And everything is going up because of Donald Trump. That is the point that everybody has to remember. That is the main point that everybody has to hammer home. And then after you hammer that one home, you need to remind everybody else that the Senate just a couple weeks ago had the opportunity to basically strip Donald Trump of his power to put on tariffs. And the Republicans killed it. So yes, the rest of the Republican Party is responsible for this. Yes, they are accomplices in Donald Trump's trade war. They have allowed him to continue to do this. So it's not just a Trump thing. This is the Republican price hike that is going to hit you in the wallet.
Walmart just announced that they are raising prices starting at the end of May, and this is directly because of the tariffs that this president put into place. And so I want you guys on the right, because I know you guys love shopping on Walmart, I want you guys to remember when you go there and your shit starts being 2-3 times as much, who did this to you, because it was your president. And I want you guys, not only that, he's getting rid of your SNAP benefits, he's getting rid of Medicaid. They're trying to implement a 40-hour work week for you to qualify for Medicaid. That means if you don't work 40 hours a week, you won't get Medicaid, period. And I want you guys to just remember that. This is a war on the working class. They want us to be poor. They want us to be desperate, because when they start opening their little factories, they're going to be paying you peanuts, and they don't want you complaining, okay? So I just want you guys to remember, fuck around and find out. You voted for this guy. This is what you're going to get, okay? He's not here to help you. He's not here to give you more money. He's not here to make things cheaper. Things are going up. Things are going up, and you guys are losing a ton of your benefits that you guys needed. And so I want you guys to remember who did this to you. It was your president, and specifically you as well. You guys voted for him. So again, fuck around and find out. By the way, if you can afford to not shop at Walmart, don't do it, because they just posted a record quarter. They're making more money than they ever have. But because of these tariffs, they got to raise the prices. They're not going to take a hit into their pocket. They're going to pass that on to you guys. And here's the thing. If Walmart can't keep their prices low, they're like the lowest place. Trust me, every other store is going to raise their prices. Pretty soon you're going to see Costco, you're going to see Target. They're all going to raise their prices. So just remember, guys, when you're out there shopping and everything costs more, it's the president's fault.
Donald Trump gets slapped by Walmart when Walmart tells everyone that they're going to be raising prices from various goods from China, from Mexico, and around the world due to Donald Trump's tariffs. And Donald Trump, if you've seen, is screaming on Truth Social, don't you raise these prices. We won't shop there. Donald, you don't shop there anyway. You don't even know how to pay at a register. That's another whole story. But yes, MAGA's going to find out Donald Trump's tariffs are going to raise their prices at Walmart. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. They're all going to they all find out. They're going to F around and find out. They're going to find out the truth. Donald Trump's tariffs raise the prices on everybody, and MAGA's going to pay the prices. And Donald Trump is freaking out about it, which is why he's going haywire on Truth Social, trying to get Walmart not to raise the prices. They're just supposed to eat those costs. Donald, you caused the prices to rise and caused everything to go up from where it was. You caused these prices to go up. Therefore, it's your baby. They're going to find out the truth. Donald Trump's tariffs cost American people more money, period. Raise that inflation, Donald. Raise those costs. Complete opposite of what you told everybody. Love to hear what you got to think. Love to hear from my Democrats, my MAGAs, my crazies, my cuckoos, and my burned out light bulbs. Is this what you voted for, MAGA? Were you going to get higher prices thanks to your savior, the Orange Jesus?
DJT is now beefing with Walmart because Walmart has come out and said they will be raising prices because of DJT's tariffs. Like we all predicted would happen. We all said the moment he put these tariffs out, we, the consumers, the customers, were going to pay for it. But for some reason, everyone just thought it would make America great somehow. But Walmart is letting people know, hey, they're going up. And it's because of DJT. And he hates that. He went out on the social of the truth, or the truth that is social, and said the following: eat the tariffs, eat the tariffs. He's mad that Walmart is responding to tariffs he put in. And yet he expects them to somehow keep the prices where they are. No, he expects them to lower their prices despite the fact that he's making everything expensive because of these trade wars. I at least respect Walmart for coming out and admitting that they're raising prices because of him. And I hope they take that extra step that Amazon wouldn't take and put tags showing the surplus next to every single item and letting people know this is how much the prices are going up because of DJT. So they know whose fault it is, because DJT can't help himself. He's done this with every other business that's gone under. This is how he's bankrupt all his other businesses. He has an idea. It's a bad idea, but he thinks it's a good idea. And everyone around him tells him, don't do that. That's a bad idea. But he has to be right about it. So he stubbornly goes through with it until he bankrupts the business. In this case, America. So I don't know, until someone lies to him and tells him, hey, you fixed it. Maybe he'll then back off on the tariffs. I don't know. He's a child. Everyone knows these tariffs are a bad idea. Even the people around him. But nobody has the balls to tell him about it because they know if they did, they would be fired. But also they know it's pointless because he's a narcissist and he's about to bankrupt America. Wonderful. This is just sad. I can't even make a joke about it. It's just pathetic. That's all I'll say about it. You're not crazy.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And see you guys in the next one. Let me know in the comments below what do you think about this whole situation. Trump freaking out because Walmart is raising prices. See you guys in the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.